Okay, the fourth mode, Lydian. Now, Lydian, like I said before, is super bright. You know, it's a major scale, but you have the sharp 4. And I know that you're thinking, well, the sharp 4 is the same as a flat 5, and that's diminished. And, how can that really make it brighter? And, the answer is you still have a 5. So you have the perfect fifth, but the sharp 4 is right beneath that. And it just kind of creates this feeling of like you're floating forward, where diminished kind of makes you feel like you're, stuck down, and you can't really get anywhere, and you're just really it's kind of like a dark spot, where Lydian, that sharp 4, it's really got a bright quality to it, which makes it a little bit challenging to solo with because, it's a major chord, right? It's a major chord. So you think to yourself, okay, if I play a C major chord, then I play C Lydian, then I can just make it work. But generally, because it's a 4 chord, it really has to function as a 4 chord. Functioning as a 1 chord, it really just doesn't fly all the time. So you kind of, doing a 1 chord vamp in Lydian or doing like, just keep it as a 4 chord. That's really the best way to explain it, because it is a 4 chord. So when you do, it's like if you're going to do C major and you want to do C Lydian, put it in a progression with C and D. Make it a major 7 to a dominant 7. That's a very, very Lydian sound. And you'll notice that sharp 4, really just brightens it up. It creates this floaty kind of atmosphere, which personally I think is really, really cool. So let's do G. Why not? We can do G. So let's do G Lydian, and we will start pattern 3. So there's your lowest playable G octave shape, and here is our scale. G Lydian. Pattern 4. Pattern 5. Pattern 1. And lastly, pattern 2. There are your 5 patterns of the Lydian scale done in G. So what I'd like to see you do for this lesson, just like all the other ones, get to know Lydian. Click on these jam tracks, jump into these progressions, and focus on that sharp 4. And again, you can hang on it. You can it kind of works better in a passing tone, but it is the note that differentiates itself differentiates the scale from the regular major scale. So kind of hang around the sharp 4, kind of stay in and around one pattern each time, make a jump to another pattern, find out where your sharp 4s are. And it's really that floaty sound. So when you're playing this, think to yourself, I kind of like this floaty sound. It's a little strange. Try to embrace it and try to make your playing, say something about that floatiness of the Lydian scale. It's, like I like to call it, super bright. So here we go. Let's do the same basic thing, but let's do it the progression we were doing before. I'm going to do C major 7 to D7. All right, let's do our C Lydian scale. And that's sharp 4. Hear that? That's Lydian. It's super bright, as I like to call it. So post your video, and good luck.